precious. Freedom.
They use the drug war to settle the score.
Freedom is the freedom to say.
We've been coming back here, and back here, and back here to get it amended, to get it changed. The administration has been afraid to petition Washington as hard as they could have through all these years. The Supreme Court of the United States just yesterday, as Aaron told you, said there is no preemption. That has been a concern before this committee, that has been a concern before the judiciary. Oh, the federal government's law preempts it, we can't do it. Well, that's no longer the case. The Supremes have said so. They've also said that yes, federal law is supreme, and if we feel you're violating federal law, we may still go after you. The AG is still not clear on whether he's going to be stopping going after people that are apparently in compliance with California law. But it is time. You've heard Marci 6 sessions in a row. You've heard Mitch Favre 6 sessions in a row. You've heard from Brian 6 sessions in a row. They still haven't gotten their medicine legally. I know for Ms. Duda, she can get Marinol, but only if she goes to the pain clinic. And Marinol costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. If she could get that same drug in its natural form from a
medical marijuana helps seriously ill people with cancer, AIDS, or glaucoma. Paint a picture of elderly people who need it for pain and relief. However, medical marijuana patients' records from California show that 62% were between 17 and 35 years of age. 71% were between the ages of 17 and 40. Only 2% of the customers who obtained the recommendation for AIDS, glaucoma, cancer. An extremely high number of people were using medical marijuana for other purposes. The source was the San Diego District Attorney's Office. This legislation would permit going up to the 12 plants. I just want you to consider what that's done in areas of California, particularly in the northern part of California, Mendocino County, and what's happened there. I'd like you to consider what had happened in places such as Maine South, places such as Lowell, Lawrence, Springfield, closer to Boston, Mission Hill, specifically Mission Lane, if you allow this. I think you're opening a Pandora's box, and it won't be.
I'm a former athlete for the last 14 years. I've been dealing with back injury. I was a high school champion wrestler in Massachusetts. I was also a college wrestler at Breault State, and I wrestled at USA Wrestling. I was also a wrestling coach. And basically I've got a serious back condition. I've been prescribed Oxycontin, Percocet, Tylenol. I don't take the prescriptions. Sometimes I do take the Tylenol if I need them. It's also a genetic condition. My grandfather and my father also have the same condition. My father, after taking 20 years of Tylenol, needed a new liver. So, when you're taking those prescription pain medicines and Tylenol on a daily basis, if you look on the back of the bottle, it says don't use them after 2 weeks. Consult a physician. And marijuana really is, it's the weaker thing. For myself, after a day like today where I'm sitting here all day and carrying stuff around, I'll go home and I can take a Tylenol and that pain can go away, but then I'm worried about my liver. And marijuana is really like a stopgap for me. It allows me not to take the Tylenol. It allows me to only take the Tylenol and the Oxycontin when it's really bad. And for myself, it really does help. But for people like Marci Duda, who's lost sisters to medical conditions, I'm a MassCann NORML board member, and that's the reason why. There's no reason. It makes me angry the fact that we have to come back here year after year after year. And there are people that are denied medicine for no good reason. You have an opportunity to help people like myself. I'm a financial advisor, I'm a professional. I've been here year after year, and I didn't want to speak because I was afraid that, it might hurt my business. And I'm not afraid anymore because I know that I'm not doing anything wrong. And I hope that you do the right thing today. Mr. Breault came in and basically just spit in our faces. And that's the way I feel, and I know that he left and, he doesn't get to hear this, but I wish he did. Because it really, I don't understand how you can just repeat the same lines over and over again when there's a reason we're here. There was a reason we're asking for this, because it works. It helps us. There's nothing else like it that helps us. Thank you very much.